Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, The End of Infinity. And we're continuing on with Yuka's Cure roots, the official append story, telling some of her motivations and detailing stuff I don't know about. I'm assuming, yeah, it has to do with the dude that she knew, and that last episode was pretty interesting. The part where Makoto really acted like strange, I guess you could say. You know what I mean? I assumed he was talking about Yuka being kind of strong-willed and stuff, but maybe he's talking about Saki because this is the second time around that he's known her, so could have been talking about either one, I guess. But Saki apparently was reminded about the dude, so the dude, yeah, the guy from that movie that I've never seen really. Big Lebowski, yeah, I remember the title. Took me a minute. But anyway, this isn't the game about the Big Lebowski. This is a game about time traveling minds and repeating of stuff. At least 40 minutes have passed since those two left. Uzumi-san and Kurumi-chan are in the shop's kitchen preparing the food they've got on hand. Yuka uses honorifics a little bit more. I think I've noticed. Maybe Makoto is just a little brash or something. Ruka's sitting in one of the corner seats, and sitting next to her is Okahiko-kun, who is enthusiastically trying in vain to talk to her. Gaze out at the darkening scenery as I wait for those two to come back. They're late. This would be considered too late no matter what, wouldn't it? Upon her suggestion, the two of them rode Izumi-san's bicycle, even though the round trip from here to the shopping district should be 50 minutes by bike. Those two didn't get caught up in some sort of trouble on the way, did they? I recall Saki's expression just before they set out. I've seen Saki with such an impression like that before. The day gets darker and darker. Right now, the sky is like the final embers of a candle that are disappearing as the sky changes from mad red to violet. Not just red. Mad red. Not the city of Madrid, but mad red. 10 minutes later, Makoto and Saki return. Saki is being carried on Makoto's back. Two of them are hurt. I immediately take Izumi-san with me and run over towards where they are. I said it's fine. Just let me down already, damn it. I said I'm fine. Just let me down, damn it. Damn it. Damn it. The new swear word. That was completely not a Mr. T impression. Shut up, injured people don't get to talk. Whoa. You're injured too. Yes, the injured have a right to talk too. Yeah, okay. We can hear their conversation as we get closer. When Makoto sees us, he finally puts down both Saki and the shopping bags. Makoto was holding two bulging shopping bags and was also carrying Saki on his back. As a result, Makoto squats down due to exhaustion. He then begins explaining what happened. It seems the two of them fell off the bike on their way back, and Makoto's got cuts all over his body to show it. That time Saki injured her foot, so Makoto carried her back. My arms feel like lead. How rude, I don't weigh that much. You're wrong, it's not from you, Saki. Those two seem to be getting along now. Okay. I'm sorry, Izumi-san, I had to leave the bike behind. That's fine, I can get it later. Ah, you look terrible. We need to disinfect those wounds. Oh, I'm fine. Tend to Saki first, because her ankle seems to be pretty well recovered since she's standing and staring at me so angrily. Or actually, she's staring at Makoto. But remember, I'm you. That was a bit of a few months past. Wow. You can deal with me later. Jeez, just shut up and let them tend to you first. guess of all the characters, Yuka would be the most similar to you. I wonder if that's how they got. I wonder if they took the name from Yuka. No. I look back and forth between Saki and abandoned shopping bags. Oh wait, that's right. I was thinking, if I help Saki, it might be a little strange with Yuka. But I am Yuka. I have to remember that. So we're gonna help Saki, cause I guess she's no friend. Help old friends. So I'm gonna say help Saki walk. Alright. Head over to Saki. Well then, why don't we go back inside, Saki? Can you walk? There's no voice actor, so I can take a sip of my drink while they're talking. I'll lend Saki my shoulder and head back into the shop. Saki follows me while dragging one foot along. And as soon as we enter the shop, she immediately moves away from me. Saki? That's good enough. She says that and moves over to the inner terrace. Yuki-chan, gonna bring these over there? Dreamcast enters the shop with Makoto. She points to the rice bin on the counter and holds up the shopping bags. I nod and take the shopping bags from her. Whoosh. Oh, wow, this is heavy. I grimace. It's a lot heavier than I thought it'd be. Makoto, he carried both of these and Saki. I tied her under their weight and glanced at Makoto. Dreamcast is in the middle of treating Makoto and Saki. Saki says something and Makoto laughs. Huh? Huh? My chest feels like it's in pain. It's really slowly. It's a little later than last time, but Zoom-san's dinner is done. Hella pumpkin soup and Italian salad. There's an amazing variety of many delicious tastes and dishes. I happily fill my stomach with that food in a daze, as if the depression I felt earlier was completely fake. We all only shared one pizza for lunch, so our stomachs were emptier than we thought. By the time I filled my stomach, the pain I felt in my chest earlier has gone away. After dinner, we head to the pool. According to what I heard, it seems that Izumi-san fell into the pool last time. Where was she last time? Was she drunk? But Makoto pretends not to know about it. It's in order to create a good history. After all, this is also a precious memory. We return to Luna Beach and promise to go to the pool tomorrow. We part ways with Izumi-san and Kurumi-chan, and then, currently lying down on my bed exhausted. Many things happened today. Vacantly stare at the ceiling while thinking over the events of this April 1st. This is weird. I'm not used to this being referred to. The main character's room. The today known as April 1st, we lost consciousness at the shrine, and when we came to, we were in this lodge. On top of that, we time traveled to the 1st. Then I embraced Makoto. I cried so loudly. Finally, I'm hit with intense feelings of shame. Makoto and I, in order to escape from the infinite loop, made the promise. No matter what happens, never go near that shrine again. The shrine, now that I think about it. Never told him my reason for going to the shrine. Why I wanted to go back to the past. But I think that's just fine. Possible I want him to forget about that. Just like that day when I headed to the shrine, I touched a bell in my pocket. As I brush it, its smooth cold metal feel is transmitted through my fingertips. No matter what the time, I can feel safe if I have this bell. First I need to give Makoto his own bell. I remember Makoto's words as he smiled. Even now those old-fashioned words are still stuck in my heart. But the feelings associated with them have changed. Speaking of changes, Saki's behavior changed. Her actions are clearly different from the last loop. It seems she's more conscious of Makoto this time around. Makoto and Saki. As I think that, I feel pain in my chest again. She actually was more aware of him last time. I can't remember if that happened in the second loop. Seems like it might have. But I do know that he went to the Makoto was with her in the test of courage, and Makoto was with her in his room that time when she was. That's when she, or was it in the graveyard when she was telling him about the guy from before? Seemed like there was a scene in his room with her, but neither of those happened the time before. So, I guess this is going by that. Just what am I thinking? This unpleasant feeling coiling up within me, I throw the covers over my head, try to stop thinking about it. But not being able to see anything is only making me think even more. I just get even sulkier. I need to sleep. I think this. Okay, hopefully Skype didn't just pop up there on the low. Okay, I don't think it's visible. If I do that, then I'll be freed from these incomprehensible feelings. Close my eyes and eagerly wait for sleep to take me away. Oh, I know. Why don't I try that? I jump to my feet from my bed and run over to the bag I placed in his room. I search my bag. I'm sure that I had a small bottle of beer in my luggage. If I drink a cup of that, I'll definitely be able to sleep. A short time later, I find the bottle. Forcibly pull it out. Huh? The bottle is empty. Well, why? Now I think about it. I drank it on the boat here in order to cheer myself up. I'm just gonna drink on the boat ride. That is totally not a sign of me being an alcoholic. I sigh and throw the bottle back into the bag. Next thing you know, she's gonna be walking down some railroad tracks, throwing bottles and breaking it. I turn in my bed with shoulders slumped. Begin to count imaginary sheep flying above me. 1, 2. I feel bitter for using such a childish method to go to sleep. 13, 14. I throw away all my other thoughts and concentrate everything I've got into counting. 56, 57. I wait impatiently to fall asleep so that I can forget everything. 26, 187. Finally begin to feel myself dozing off. I feel like I can hear the sound of a small bird chirping from somewhere. I dream of thousands of sheep going ba ba countless times. Okay, that's interesting. Just as we promised yesterday, the 6 of us go to the pool. Creamy stays behind this time too, due to her headache. There isn't even a single cloud visible in the clear blue sky. The gentle spring sunlight bathes us with its warming rays. The air contains a faint scent of seawater. Everyone spends the time having fun, like last time. But I'm the only one feeling depressed. Right now, I'm lying down on a deck chair while idly passing the time. My mind feels clear and my body's languid, as if I'm in the middle of some kind of dream. There's a group of kids playing innocently in the water. It's nothing but a peaceful scene. Even so, a sigh leaks from my mouth. It feels like a heavy darkness has enveloped my heart. Sheesh. She likes to say heart too a lot. Everybody likes to say heart in this game. Could the irritation I felt yesterday still be bugging me? Or did I simply not get enough sleep? Or could it be both? Well, either way, it doesn't change the fact that I'm feeling melancholic. So I clap my knees and stand up. She claps her knees, okay. Times like this, it's time for a change in pace. For starters, time to get beer. Make a beeline, or beer line, for the beverage stand. Suddenly I see someone performing a crawl at the racing section of the pool. It's Makoto. The gaze shifts from Makoto to his goal. I impulsively decide to head over there instead of the stand. Wah! Makoto reaches the end of the pool and gasps for air as he shoots his face out of the water. Peer down on him from the high edge of the pool. Here. I bend over and hold out my right hand. Oh, thank you. Makoto thanks me, takes my hand, and steps onto the poolside with one foot. Puts his weight into his hand and looks about ready to climb up. Naturally, I intend to. Yeah, we're gonna put his ass back in the water. Let go of him midway. At that time, whoosh, in a completely unexpected turn of events, my arm is pulled back with great strength. For an instant, it feels like heaven and earth have been reversed. By the time I come to my senses, I fall into the pool at an awkward angle. I raise my face out of the water to see Makoto, who is now on top of the poolside, laughing his ass off at me. I finally realized that what happened just now was Makoto's doing. Makoto! Oh. Makoto! Okay. My voice sounds weird due to the large amount of water in my nose. Ish, what are you doing? Brown was climbing out of the pool. I can see right through you. What are you talking about? You were planning on letting me go, right? It was obvious. I'm so dejected that my shoulders drop. So now we're even. No? Huh? No way, we're not even at all. After all, no matter how you think about it, I haven't done anything to you. I'm the victim, and you're the assailants, right? But then, how can I make it up to you? Hehehe. Makoto is so predictable. Well, if you insist, then Makoto suddenly smiles. Yeah, I'll get you one cup of anything, except alcohol. Because I'm the one who is predictable. Why not? You know why. Boo. I'll go and buy you something appropriate, so wait here. He says that, and he heads over to the drink stand. As I stare at him walking away, I realize something. Right now, I can't feel a single fragment of the depression I felt earlier. Looks like I don't need that beer right now, after all. Having reached that conclusion, I nod to myself. Okay, she's drinking something else, I'm assuming. After I've had lunch, I sit down in the deck chair again and blankly stare at the scene before my eyes. Well, it's slightly different from earlier, as I have a cup of beer in my hand. Gulp down the beer while foam covers my lips. Wow. So he got a beer anyway. Okay. Comfortable stimulus like an electric shock travels down my entire body through my throat. My whole body is wrapped up in an uplifting feeling. Thanks to that, I stopped thinking of unnecessary things. The words "good wine makes good blood" come to mind. The power of alcohol is really amazing. It's like superpowers. Yeah. Alcoholics are like... AA is like the Justice League. I'm embraced by a feeling of ecstasy. Yuka, not again. Makoto spots me and then frantically runs over to where I am. Makoto. Oh. Makoto. Do you want to drink food? Hell no. How many times do I have to tell you until you understand? He violently snatches the beer from my hand. What is it? I take the stolen beer back from Makoto. This is mine. Hey Yuka. How many have you had? Huh? Had what? There was Steven. There was David. Oh, you're talking about drinks. Oh, okay. That was so rough. I'm asking you how many cups of beer you've had. I don't know. Okay, I'm doing a little bit of a voice for. There's not very many times I get to act drunk. Go. Oh, good. Hey, I'll remind you of something so that you don't forget. It's by Saki. He says that and snatches the cup from my hand the second time. I like how I'm a drunk person is kind of sleepy. Maybe that is accurate, I don't know. I've always assumed when I get a little sleep deprived, I feel like I go through this kind of giddy mood after a while. I'll feel like really just dead, and I'll feel like really giddy for a while. So I kind of a little associate that with maybe drunkenness. Makoto firmly grabs my shoulder, looks at me with a serious expression, then quickly begins to explain. My mind is fuzzy, so I barely understand anything he says, but I do catch the words fishing, and it'll be a big problem if we go. It's fine. If we don't go fishing, the nation's out. Even so, Makoto's expression is uneasy. Hell yeah, it's fine. Fine, I'll trust you. Makoto holds out the cup while saying this. Leave it to me. At that time, hello Makoto-kun, Yuka-chan. Suddenly Zumi-san appears from behind us. Gah! He spills the beer all over my head. Yeah. What are you two doing? No, nothing really. More importantly, how long have you been there? I got here just now. Is that so? Oh, that's right, Haruka called for me. Then Makoto suddenly runs away. Izumi-san tilts her head in confusion while I, being left behind, make an indignant face, feeling uncomfortable all the while. As he should, with a hair full of alcohol. After that, I took a shower. Thanks to that, I finally sobered up by the time I got back. Alright, now I'm sitting in a deck chair next to Izumi-san. In my right hand is a cup full of beer, while Izumi-san is drinking black tea. Get sobered up just to get drunk again, apparently. A gentle afternoon begins to pass by ever so slowly. Suddenly, Izumi-san looks over towards the water slide. I do the same. See Makoto and Haruka sliding down it together. Just when they reach the bottom, Haruka tugs on Makoto's arm and the two of them head to the staircase together. Seems they're going for a return trip. Makoto's getting along well with her. You're right. It feels like Haruka is dragging Makoto along, doesn't it? Yeah, it's appropriate. It's kind of what she's doing. Haruka is dragging along the completely exhausted Makoto. I can tell that much from here. Sorry, I was thinking aloud when I said her. I was referring to you, Yuka. Huh? My heart gives a little jump. You two seem quite close, don't you? I can't believe it, after all. The two of you only just met each other. Yeah, you met each other yesterday. Totally not 8 days before. 7 days before. Yeah. Because technically they met on the 31st, though. So yeah, 8 days. Hey, what's really going on between you two? Nothing. Really, but earlier you two were? Now that I think about it, what were you and Makoto-kun talking about earlier? We will discuss more with Izumi in the next episode of Never 17. Second time I've done that. Wow. I'm getting a little sleepy. I'm a little drunk. I'm a little drunk. I'm going past. No, I'm probably going to do another video. But, do hope you folks enjoy, and I shall see you in the next one. Farewell there.